Hi, my name is Elise, and I'm the Regional Director of the Somerset County Back to Bach project. In this video, members from my region will be talking about different instrument families. Hope you enjoy!
String instruments make sound through vibrating strings using a bow or plucking with your finger. By pressing on the strings in certain positions to change the tension, musicians can create many different notes from just one string. A fun fact is that bows are made using horsehair. The types of bowed string instruments are violin, viola, cello, and double bass.
Another type of stringed instrument is the guitar, but it's not typically found in an orchestra. Guitars are most commonly found in modern musical genres, like metal, rock, pop, country, and jazz, but it also has a rich classical history that's not well known. The sound is made by plucking the strings with one's right hand, while the left hand holds them down at different frets to create different pitches. Some other types of plucked string instruments include the harp and the lyre. You will now see me perform a piece called Joropo by José Luis Merlin. Joropo is the sixth and final movement of Merlin's Suite del Recuerdo. This suite is a heartfelt tribute to the traditional music of South America and serves as a memorial to the victims of Argentina's military dictatorship in the 1970s and 80s. The piece draws inspiration from the traditional Venezuelan dance and musical style of the same name, characterized by lively rhythms and intricate patterns.
Hi, my name is Emma, and today I will be talking to you about the woodwinds. So, woodwind instruments are played by either blowing air in a certain way through a tube, either with or without a reed. And reeds can come in either single reeds, which clarinets and saxophones use, and other instruments, while also reeds such as double reeds are used by instruments such as the oboe and bassoon. So musicians create different notes by pressing down certain combinations of keys to change the way air flows through the instrument. And there, as a fun fact, woodwind instruments are called woodwinds, as although today in modern day many of these instruments are not made of wood anymore, historically most of them used to be created out of wood, so that's what gave the family its name. So just to review the types of woodwind instruments, there's the flute, the piccolo, which are both more high-pitched instruments, clarinet, oboe, and saxophone, and as well the bassoon. And so the bassoon is one of the more lower sounding instruments, while clarinet, oboe, and saxophone are more in the middle range.
Alright, so now we're going to get into the brass section. Now, brass instruments are played by buzzing air in a certain way through a mouth part to the rest of the instrument. So the mouth part is just a little piece that connects to the main body of the instrument. So the way they buzz air is a little bit silly. I'll demonstrate right now. Let's pretend this tube, my hand, is the mouth part. So it's a little silly, but if it's done through an actual instrument, it obviously sounds a lot better than what I just did. Now, like with woodwinds, brass musicians create different notes by pressing down combinations of keys in certain ways to change the way air flows, except for some instruments do use a slide, which we'll see later. Now, brass instruments do create the lowest sounds in an orchestra, so they're very good for providing bass lines in music. Now, some types of brass instruments include trumpets, which are probably like us on the smaller side of brass instruments. They have very loud, soloistic sounds. The trombone, which, like I mentioned before, is one of the brass instruments that's played with a slide. So you slide it back and forth and it makes the instrument longer or shorter to make different pitches. The French horn, which is kind of shaped like a spiral, and it has a very beautiful, mellow sound that is great for solos. The tuba, which is the biggest brass instrument, or like the biggest band instrument in general, which is also the lowest, and it's very good for playing those big low notes that really bring a piece together. And the euphonium, which is like a smaller tuba, and it sounds pretty similar to the French horn.
The piano is a special percussion instrument. Inside the piano, there are strings, which makes it part of the string family, but there are hammers that also hammer the strings to make sound, which makes it part of the percussion family as well. When you press the key, it hits the hammer, and then the hammer will hit the string like this. And yeah, the piano can do a lot. It's like a superhero in the percussion and the musical world.